Hello, welcome to Chatter 15 Minutes of Fame. We are back with a very special guest. But first, let me say, introduce my host, Danielle Ward.
Greetings.
Ready to roll with
We are.
Mr. Bruce Bruce.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being on our show. We are ecstatic. And hey, let me ring that bell, all right? So we can
Ring
get
that bell.
started.
Ring.
Okay, so let's dig into these questions because Mr. Bruce Bruce is a very busy man. He is performing tonight in.
Dania Beach, Florida.
All right, go out there, get those tickets. And what time is the show?
Showtime tonight is 7 o'clock because after the show, we are out of here Monday morning, like 8 tracks. We are gone.
I know
All
that.
right, get out there, get those tickets, and come see Mr. Bruce Bruce do his thing. Okay,
Absolutely.
all right, Danielle, you have the first question.
I have the first question, but before I ask the first question, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day and your busy schedule, being on tour to be on our podcast. Thank you, thank you. And you are always so warm and authentic in your interviews, and I recognize that. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you,
Well,
thank you.
thank you 3 times. Thank you for having me, and thank you for the compliment.
Absolutely. And I mean it. And I totally mean it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you've been performing for over 30 years and have shared so much of yourself with audiences. What is there something about yourself that people don't know or might not know that they would be surprised to learn about you?
Well, first of all, I've been doing comedy now, 35, going on
Mm,
36.
Wow.
And one thing people know about me and they don't know is the same thing. I stay in my lane. You never hear me in any drama. You never hear me in anything going down, feuding with a comedian or feuding with anybody, feuding in my personal life, because my personal life is my personal life. But when you see me on stage, that is me. That is not an act. This is me. When I'm acting crazy, I'm like this off the air and on the air. Everything is Bruce Bruce.
mm. I love it. I love it.
Yep, it is true. And I've been to see his show.
Absolutely.
Very charming man, and very funny.
Thank you.
Okay. Comedy has changed so much over the years. What are the biggest shifts you've noticed, and what do you think has driven those changes?
Well, first of all, social media have made those changes
Mm,
make them change because see, back in the day when we was younger, and anybody was younger, when you heard a comedy album, you had to listen to it. You ride down the street, you listen to it, or you sitting at home, you listen to it, or you at your job, you listen to it, or you at the park or something, you listen to it. Now with social media, they do things that you have to see. So the video made it so different. Now people want to see you do stuff. Some guys just jump across stage like they in the circus. They do splits, they dance, they flip on their shoulders, all that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't getting that from me. You getting straight stand up comedy, and I'm gonna sit there and look at you and do my thing. But it's just a lot of things you have to see, and the younger guys making it like that, which is good. That's their thing, and
mhm,
probably if I were younger, I would do it, but not now. Your
mhm.
boy's not doing that now. I'm not jumping across stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it's known that you're a car enthusiast.
Yes, I am.
Sparked your passion? And do you have a favorite car or great story behind one of your cars?
Well, first of all, I collect old Buicks. Buicks. This may sound crazy, but
Okay.
I like Ford trucks. I like
Okay.
Ford trucks. But I got Buicks because my granddad told me when I was a kid, he said, whenever you grow up, you get your Buick. Buick is a good car. And come to find out, it really is a good car. And I'm just in love with Buicks. When I say old school, see, young kids now, when they say, I'm going to give me old school, they talking about an 87 Regal or 80. That's not old school. I got a 1963 Riviera. I have a 1969 Riviera. I have a 70 Riviera. I have a 68 Deuce and a quarter. I have a 70 Wildcat convertible. I have a 68 Skylark convertible. I have a 68 Skylark hardtop. I have a 65 Skylark convertible. I got like 10 Buicks
Okay.
and
Wow.
they're showroom, but it's just a man thing. Some women don't understand. Why you like cars? why you got so many cars? I'd be like, why you got so many shoes? It's the same thing. So, why cars, you got so many shoes? Well, you can't drive one of them. You can't wear but one pair of shoes. How about that? And when you wear your shoes, you take them off in the car because they hurt your foot. You got them cute.
Right.
Back.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In your stand up, you
Uh-huh.
avoid using vulgarity. Which sets you apart from many other comedians? What inspired that choice, and how do you feel it's shaped your career?
But it's doing real good. If I, I do a little vulgarity sometimes. When I first started, I didn't do any. I didn't do any, but I can still do very, very clean comedy. And I do it sometimes, but sometimes the vulgarity makes it a little funnier. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying?
mhm, mhm.
To make the punchline funnier, but it's nothing that you got to do because some church folk, oh Lord, he's doing all that cussing, but you do all that cussing at home, don't nobody see you, but you doing all that cussing at the house, and then when you get out in the world, you trying to make everybody think you holier than thou. But just because I use profanity every now and then don't mean I love God, because I love God. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do, you can be saved to the bone, but walk in your house and stump your toe. I bet you curse. I bet you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's good to do like Country Wayne, comedian. I know
Mhm.
you heard of Country Wayne. He don't use any vulgarity,
Yeah.
and he's doing very well for himself. So,
Yes.
but my thing is, if you're gonna be a comedian, learn how to do it all. Do
Mm.
it with no profanity. Learn how to do it with profanity, and learn how to just do it all. So when somebody say, "Hey, no profanity," you be like, "Okay, I'm ready."
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Always
Yeah,
be prepared.
yeah,
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So a lot of people may not know that you're also an author.
yes, I am.
Can you please tell us about your autobiography of Baby James Brown and what inspired you to share your story?
Well, Baby Jane Brown, when I was a kid, like everybody now, the rappers, they like Lil Wayne, they like Drake, they like Snoop, they like, Ludacris, they like, Outkast. But when I was young, James Brown was in my era.
Mhm.
And I loved James Brown. And I actually thought I was him. And the thing is, whenever your mother had company, you can do the James Brown. She didn't care what time it was. She said, go in there and wake him up so he can come out here and do the James Brown for my friend. You be sleeping trying to do that because if you didn't do it, they gonna hit you in the head now. You know the black mama's in play. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
Yes.
yeah, I named it Baby James Brown, and then the book will make you laugh. It's gonna make you think. It's gonna make you sad. It's gonna make you laugh again. In the middle of the sadness, you're gonna laugh because it's true, and it's all about me. So if anybody never read the book, get it. It's called Bruce Baby James Brown.
All
Okay.
right. All
I gotta
right.
pick up a copy. Support you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay. So you've had such a long, successful career in comedy.
Uh-huh.
What would you say is the key to staying relevant and maintaining longevity in this business?
Well, the key thing is staying consistent. And most comedians got to realize about comedy, about anything you do, always do it for the love. Do not do it because, how much they paying. It doesn't matter what they pay. Do it for the love because if you do it for the love, the money is going to follow. But stay consistent. Don't drop out and then I'm going to take a break. You can't take no breaks. You got to keep going. And that's what I'm doing. But I love it. People are like, don't you get tired of traveling? No, I love it. Don't you get tired of doing stand up? No, I love it. So that's what made me being on that stage is therapeutic for me.
Hmm.
So if I got any issues, I'm gonna heal myself.
Mm.
You know, and so and comedians got to understand though. I had one guy. I'll never forget this, and I say, man, I want you to do a show with me, because naturally, if Bruce tell you or ask you to do a show, I'm gonna make sure you're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
I say, how much they paying? I said, wait a minute, brother. I said, you ain't been seen walking by a TV, much less on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I ask you about a show, I'm gonna make sure you get paid. So the key thing is do it for the love, stay creative, and stay true to the game, and use your own material.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to preface this next question just
Okay.
that I'm a huge conspiracy theorist and I
Okay.
go down all the rabbit holes, right? So that's
Okay.
where this question has come from. Okay, so there's always been a lot of speculation about conspiracy theories around like secret societies like the Illuminati influencing the entertainment industry.
Uh-huh.
Do you think there's any truth to those ideas, or do you think it's like part of the allure of Hollywood?
I think it's a lot of truth to it. Unfortunately, I haven't got that phone call. Sometimes they give you a call, be like, "Hey, I need to talk to you." No, I don't have that call because the people that are involved in this type of um, things that they do, they know who to go to and who not to go to, and they know not to come to me with that crap because first of all, I love God first, so I'm not going to sell my soul or have to sacrifice somebody in my family to get $1 million. It's not going to work with me. So they know who to go to and who not to go to.
Okay.
But yes, to answer your question, there's some truth to it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me just say real quick, Bruce, one of my favorite things that I love to see you in is Think Like a Man, where you are having this interchange with Taraji P. Henson,
Uh-huh.
and
Mm-hmm.
she insults you, and the look on your face
And
cracks me up every single time. Your response is hilarious.
yeah, 'cause the thing is, Taraji is very, very, very good.
She
And the
is.
thing is, only thing you got to do is respond to what she say because she's going to respond to what you say. So the director said, "Look, when she say this to you, I want you to look at her like she done lost her mind." You know what I'm saying? So I was at the food truck. I said, "Look, let me get a low fat pork sandwich." I don't know if you heard that line, but I said, "I want a low fat pork sandwich." And she moved me out there. She said, "Get out the way, Porky boy. You're gonna get your sandwich." And I go like, I mean, you interrupted my food, lady. You don't know what's going on with me. And the thing is, the guy Michael, what's his name?
Michael
Al-
Ealy.
Keeley. He is absolutely excellent.
Mm.
And the thing is, we might have shot that scene about 11 times,
Oh, wow.
and he did the exact same way. Every time we shot the scene, his face expression, the blinking of his eye was the exact same.
Mm.
I'm like, dude, how you remember that? He said, "You tell me something." I swear. He said, "How you remember to do what you do on that stage?" He said, "So,"
Mm.
he said, "It's just a thing you do, man. You got to love it." And he loved what he do. And he's excellent. He's a great guy. He's not stuck up or think he the man. I'm gonna tell you what's his problem. He's so worried about if people gonna like him. He's a,
Oh,
Really?
he's a perfectionist. Yeah,
wow.
Wow.
yeah,
He seems like such a nice, laid back kind of guy.
yeah. They looking for him to be the next Denzel Washington.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So, all right. Next question. You just did the Illuminati, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. For up and coming comedians, what's the best piece of advice you can give them? How do you personally stay authentic and grounded in an industry that can sometimes be unpredictable?
Okay, now this is the key thing when you start doing comedy. The first thing is do is go to every comedy show or every place that's doing comedy.
Mhm.
Who's I don't care if it's in a nightclub, I don't care if it's in a bar, I don't care if it's at a funeral, I don't care if it's at a wake. If somebody doing comedy, go there. But the key thing to comedy is your timing, your delivery, and your character. And in order to get that, you got to be on stage in order to get that. Because see, you got to know when to take your voice up or take your voice down. Because see, you can easily say, "You know what? That guy right there need his butt kicked." And people go. But if you go like, "Hey man, that boy need his butt kicked." So whenever you put that emphasis on it, people are gonna laugh. So you know what you got to know when to take your voice up or take it down. And the way to do that is stay on stage and listen to the audience. Listen to what they laugh at. And then you'll get it. It's gonna come to you just like magic.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm asking this because I watched, I think it was your interview with the Breakfast Club.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because I'm all like, by the Illuminati question, I'm all like esoteric, kind of. So, do you practice any kind of law of attraction strategies or anything like that?
You mean when I go on stage?
Just in life.
No, no.
You don't
Everything I do is like even on stage, I don't even write. I write it as I go. Now I might sit here and think of something, and then I'll do that, and then I add. It's called like when you're doing a movie or TV show, they might say we're gonna give you a bullet point. See, when I hosted Comic View, you ever look at a reward show and they'd be like, "Hey, coming to the stage, the next group you're gonna love it." It look like they're reading. You
Mm-hmm.
look at them, it look like they're reading. And be like, "Oh yeah, so y'all, this brother, y'all gonna love this brother." I don't like that. I like bullet points. So
Mm.
I might say, Ludacris. And then Ludacris, I know he's born in Chicago, but he was raised in Atlanta. So long as I know that, they might say Ludacris, Chicago, and I'd be like, and it'll come off natural. So I'd be like, hey, y'all know what? My boy Ludacris coming up here. You know he's from Chicago, but he was raised in Atlanta. Put your seatbelts on because he get ready to get it. So it come across so natural. It doesn't look like I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
So I do everything like that. Even on stage, I create something in my head and I do it. But to answer your question about do I like try to fix myself to be a certain way? Absolutely not. This is Bruce, and this is what you're gonna get.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Do you have any kind of, do you practice like meditation or visualizations or anything
all
like
the time. All the time. One of my powerful things that I do is pray a lot. I pray a lot, a lot. So people don't know this, but I pray before I go on stage. I pray before I get on the plane. I pray when I get off the plane. I
that?
pray while I'm on the plane. I pray when I'm at home. I pray when long as I get home, everything is set. I pray about everything. I even pray for the light to change when I'm sitting at the red light. You know what I'm saying? Please let it change. So I pray about everything. So that's my. Most people have to get high, or some people have to drink. You know what I'm saying? They got to go smoke something. I just talk to God and say, "Give it to me," and He does it every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right. So, looking back on everything you've accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say your proudest achievement?
Well, my proudest achievement is my mother passed away in 2010, and for her to see me as a comedian was the best thing in my life to accomplish. Because my mother made a statement to me one time, and it made so much sense, and I didn't think of it.
Mhm.
And I had a job. I was working for Frito Lay Potato Chip. One of those good jobs, what we call good jobs, and I really wanted to quit.
Mhm.
And I really wanted to quit to do comedy. And everybody, man, you better not quit that good job. You better not quit that good job. And I talked to my mother about it. And she said, well, if you quit, you can always get another job. She
Mm.
said, you're not dumb, you're not stupid. And I'm like, yeah, she's right. You know what I'm saying? So I stepped out on faith, and I hadn't looked back in 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Mm.
That's beautiful.
like,
Beautiful.
I do have a straggler question. Um, what do you that I like to ask people? What do you want your legacy to be?
Mhm.
I want to make a lot of money,
Mhm.
and I want to be able to leave some for my children and my grandkids. And I don't mean dying. I'm just talking about have some money.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So when I do pass away, and I have it laid out. But what I want to do when I retire doing comedy, I want to drive the golf carts in the airport. I want to be I want to be an old man driving that golf cart. I just want to drive the golf cart, make the little tip, and I'm gonna make people laugh. But I just want to have money stacked up for my family, and I'm gonna put it in place where they just can't get it like that. They're gonna have to earn it,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
because I had to earn it. So you got to earn it.
yes, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. I had one, but I forgot just that quick, but I know
Did
you
you?
got to go. I did. But well, do you have any upcoming projects that we should look out for and that we can
Well,
promote?
yes, I do. I want you to know. I just got signed for a Netflix special. I have not did a special since my mother's death, which was in 2010, and
Yeah.
I never forget it. I buried her on a Monday, and I had to do my special that Friday.
Mm.
That time, so it was Monday, my mother's funeral, and then went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, did my special. And if you look at this special, it's called "Losing It," and I dedicated the whole special to my mother because that was my girl. She believed in me, and she said, "Just do it."
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm so sorry to hear about your
Oh
mom.
yeah.
I know what
Um,
it feels like.
that's rough for being a man like me, an only child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
brothers and sisters, just me and her.
Okay.
But that's
So,
my girl,
all right.
Yes.
Well,
and
give it
she's
up for
watching.
mom. So yes, chatters, viewers, look out for Bruce's Netflix special,
Yes.
because I know we will be watching. I'm a big fan, you know that. We've had lunch together.
Absolutely,
It's the same guy that you see right now. Nothing different. He's very charming, very funny. I enjoyed having lunch with you. And I'm putting it out in the universe. I've been putting it out in the universe that I get to work with you one day on the set.
absolutely, absolutely.
So yes, please check out Bruce tonight in, say it again for me.
Dana Beach, Florida. If anybody don't know what that is, that's Fort Lauderdale. It's a Dana Beach, Florida. Very nice, very livable, very expensive, very pretty. But come down and see your boy at the Improv at Dana Beach Improv tonight. I be gone tomorrow, so you got to see me tonight.
Right. 7 o'clock tonight. And go, you can also go to Bruce's website,
Uh-huh.
brucebruce.com.
Yeah,
Get all his tour
www.bruce.
dates coming to
Absolutely.
different cities across the world. Bruce, thank you so much. And a special shout out to our friend who will remain nameless. Thank you for helping me pull this together. We love you. Bruce, I hope to see you soon. Take care. Break a leg
Thank
tonight.
you. Thank you so
I'll
much.
see you guys when I come to Indy.
All right.
All right?
Look forward.
Y'all be good.
You
Thank
too.
you so much. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.